politicians. You would be amazed how many, no offense to any politicians, but gray-haired old men
I'm
telling
not
me.
taking offense to that, I can tell you.
All right, you're still good.
Still good.
Telling me that they could not invade their citizens' civil liberties, that we have a right to do what we want to while we're behind the wheel of a car. And it's just not true. Pennsylvania is a little bit backwards, a lot more conservative than New York, which makes me such a proud New Yorker now because this really is making a difference on our roads.
You were going to comment from Christian's comments.
Positive peer pressure. It's the best thing I think that exists in the high school world. There's so many terrible things about high school, and life gets a whole lot better after high school. But in the meantime, positive peer pressure. Just talk to your friends. Keep this conversation going and make it not okay. You know, my voicemail says, hey, it's JC. I'm busy or I might be driving. Leave me a message and I'll call you back when I'm free or when I'm safe at my destination. And I think that sets a standard for myself that I won't be talking to you if I'm driving, and you shouldn't be talking to anyone else either, that this is something that needs to change on our roads, and it's not okay with me, shouldn't be okay with you either.
Now, JC, you travel all over now, and talk about your real life story that tragically happened to you. Is it sinking in?
Slowly but surely, it has to be. I know if I can do nothing else, I can help people see the kind of pain that really is happening every single day. I mean, it's not only me, and it might not happen to you, but it's happening every single day, and it's only a matter of time until everyone's lives been touched in some way.
You know, I don't know if any of the students have any questions. We'll be happy to take them. But Trooper, are people changing their patterns with the strengthening of the laws next year? I mean, are you seeing this, or do we just need more greater emphasis on increasing patrols?
I don't know about changing people's habits, but the laws, increasing the penalties can only help. If someone doesn't do something for a reason, for monetary reasons, or points on your license, that alone, if that's what makes someone, drop the cell phone while they're driving, that's fine. We don't care why you're not, talking on a cell phone while you're driving. We just care that you're not doing it. So whatever it takes.
So, Christian, are we legislating common sense then? Does it come down to that, by creating these laws? Because, look, there's nobody here that doesn't know that it's a dangerous thing to do, pick up the cell phone or text while driving. So are we just furthering legislating common sense?
I don't think so. I think that people know not to do it, but I think that it's just ignorance. Like, you think that you're going to be safe and you think that you have more years to live, but it's just not the truth.
Are we legislating common sense?
Yeah,
by
we
the way,
are.
I get that criticism so many times with certain laws that I do.
And we are legislating common sense, and we wouldn't need to legislate it if it were common at all. And that's what you see as we're talking about. It's not common sense because no one follows it. And if you set those laws, it forces us to build a new habit, and then you don't even think twice about picking up your phone once that habit is in place.
So, Christian, I'm going to put this big question to you. I'm the chairman of the Senate Transportation Committee. Any changes in the vehicle and traffic law come before my committee. Where do we go from here?
I think increasing penalties would be the best way to start because obviously, even though we have strong penalties now, like one of the strongest in the nation, it's not doing that much. So I think that we should start there, and then hopefully worldwide things will begin to change as well.
Trooper?
I agree. We could increase enforcement double, and people could still be doing it. We'd rather they don't do it.
You could probably stand on a corner and pull over a very large percentage of the drivers who are on their cell phone or texting,
True.
I'm sure.
We're driving in the marked cars with the lights on top, and people
Right.
still do this right in front of us. So don't think you're the only one seeing it. We see it all the time, every day, several times a day.
JC, where do we go from here?
And just to kind of follow up to what Kristen said, it is worldwide. It's thousands of people every year, hundreds of thousands of people every year. And other countries are ahead of us. Kenya and Zimbabwe, for example. And I use them just because I think we have an expectation of what life might be like in Kenya and Zimbabwe. Their laws are better than the United States laws. New York is getting there, but for so many other countries, it's really just about what's okay to do behind the wheel. It's huge penalties. It's losing your license when you're caught on the first time because it's just socially unacceptable in a lot of specifically European countries that they don't allow this to go on.
On that note, we're going to close. J.C. Good, Trooper Bandero, Kristen Curran, thank you very much for being on the panel. Let me thank Lindenhurst High School for allowing us to be here. The issue of distracted driving is something that's critically important to the Senate Transportation Committee. We're going to work on it this year and see if we need to strengthen the laws. Let me thank all the students for your letters, for your input, for your emails, and thank you very much for watching.